I was burnt out. This was my therapy. I would start with a line and let my hand go wherever it wanted to go to purge this mental burden on paper. It was like taking an x-ray of all of my anxieties. The abstract shapes that came out of this process were these entities that were riddling my mind, present in both physical and spiritual realms. So I began to wonder, could this be some sort of messaging mechanism, like mycelium among tree roots or synapses between neurons? Could this be even how Earth sends us distress calls? And if so, could the artistic process be the key to translating Earth speak? And how could one go about exploring this scientifically? Before the pandemic, I staged 2 psychology experiments, starting with the idea that humans can connect over an abstract piece of art, and we should be able to measure that. I used one of my drawings as a variable to test if the audience will sync with me and each other over certain keywords. In the first experiment, I primed the participants with questions about belief and metaphysical occurrences. In the second experiment, I introduced a set of questions that deplete the cognitive system to increase the reliance on intuition. The purpose of these experiments were, of course, to inspire true scientists to hopefully think of this idea of being able to send healing signals back to Earth. The best thing an artist can do is to reframe the story. The world might have been trying to save the wrong people out of depression and anxiety. Indigenous communities, the people of color, activists, young generations. Our depression is possibly a mental order. Our anxiety proves that we're receiving the distress calls of the planet. So let's talk about who's not receiving them, who's really sick. Our consumer society is suffering from addiction. Sacrificing one's home for financial gain is a special kind of madness. There are behavioral disorders infesting positions of power, certain mechanisms of the global economy, systems of oppression. We should diagnose these, call them names so we can treat them. By treating our public mental health, we can send healing messages back to Earth. Because the human psyche and the Earth's consciousness are connected immediately. So next time you feel that anxiety coming, maybe lean into it, try to hear something in it. It might be your planet calling. My name is Asli Sonceley. Thank you for listening.